background, so, you know, if I was to get back, you know, into trying to learn Spanish and all that stuff, I suppose I would have a little bit of a what do you call it, a head start compared to somebody who doesn't, but that doesn't go to say much of anything at all, because you gotta want to learn it anyway, and I guess right now my interest and my devotion to doing such a thing is probably rather limited at the moment.
My feet might be something down here on my thing, but I got it right back, no doubt about it. Hey, MotormouthMaul, I know what you're talking about, man, but I don't know nothing but English on this end. I imagine sometime that night when you do something wrong, it made her mad, she started speaking that Spanish. Well, you didn't know what she was talking about, folks.
Oh man, there are lots of times when I heard stuff rattle off so fast, I said, uh-oh, I must have done something wrong. Yeah, you got that right. And I can't say I didn't get into too much mischief. I got into my share of mischief when I was younger. Take care, and I really got into mischief when I probably should have had a little bit more of an end. You know, when the supervision was at a kind of a lax moment in life between probably about 12 and 17 years old, 18 years old before I left the realm. I probably needed more supervision then, because I really got into a lot of mischief. You know, I mean, we started playing with things we probably shouldn't have been playing with, but I still got all my fingers, and I'll tell you a little bit of what we did, and I still got my feet and my legs and my arms, so I survived most of it. But yeah, there were some close calls. Hell, even when I was here in Santa Maria, man, I had already been, this is probably about 15 years ago, 18 years ago now, I was welding up the exhaust, making tailpipes, 3-inch tailpipes up and over the axles on the Chevelle. And before I put a fuel cell in it, and I had the fuel tank in the car, the stock factory fuel tank. And I'm sitting there under the garage floor, and I'm tacking this doggone thing up and over pieces, up and over the axle tubes. And I guess I wasn't thinking 100%. And I hit the trigger on the MIG welder, and it said, I go, damn, I didn't hit anything. And I hit a little bit more, and I saw a spark, and I looked where the spark was. And the spark was just below the fuel level on the tank, and I generated a small leak in the fuel tank. If I would have hit that little spark about a half an inch higher, it would have been in the vapors, it would have been in the fumes, and I would have been all gone, break. That could have been the end, man. Curtains, ain't no doubt about that. 22-9 said, man, we wouldn't have to listen to you and you're one fat wad at a time anymore. Doggone it. Yeah, you're right, you wouldn't be hearing nothing from me. You never would have heard of MotormouthMaul again in the world of sound, that's for sure. And at 549, yeah, I'm glad you didn't have that other hand grounded. You know, a long time ago, long before I started playing with radios, I took an amplifier, a little Pride DX300. I took it to a friend of mine to have him work on it before I was tinkering around with my own junk. And even he, you know, he pretty experienced, knew what he was doing, been playing radio for a long time. And he didn't discharge or forgot, or somehow or another the caps were still charged in that little Pride DX300 somehow. And he reached in there and he got shocked. Fortunately, again, he wasn't holding anything else. You know, one hand was in his back pocket. But he got shocked across that thing. It went from one finger and out the back of his hand. And he pulled his hand back, and when he did, he cut his hand on the case of the amplifier. So, you know, not just the damage done by being shocked itself, but the damage done by being maimed or cut or sliced or whatever from the other things that happen when you get shocked. So, oh man, yeah, a lot of stuff to keep in mind, that's for sure. All right, I done ate up this channel enough for a little while. I think I've been out here for about, I guess the Watergate says I've been out here for about 27 minutes talking to you and uninterrupted. So I'm going to say 73s and always a pleasure with the double measure. 549 MotormouthMaul waving. Good morning, 22.9 MotormouthMaul stepping. I'm back on the side reading on the smell.
Yeah, 410 MotormouthMaul. All right, man, I'm going to call 22 man, 1 Willie. I'm going to call 22 man, 1 Willie. But that cat nigga, he'll sit around and wait for that right shot and he shoot it. Hey, MotormouthMaul, 2-3 weeks. Then Reggie pick him up to take him to the technician. They still had fire in him. Hey, MotormouthMaul, bye.
Oh man, yeah, those caps. You take a cap out of a box, you got to put a wire across it, man. You got to make sure. I mean, I've got oil-filled caps over here that have been sitting around for a long time. You can discharge a cap 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and wait, and you hit it again. And then something is bound to get you. So you gotta keep those things shorted. Or you're looking for some serious surprises down the road. And hey, Dirty Diaper 21, good to see you up in there. Are you taking some notes? Oh, Zygu, MotormouthMaul waving. And 445, Radio Man, radio station, MotormouthMaul. Himanda, la ley, aquí suena, la buena. And they got down. 8549, take care, blessings and good graces. It was fullest. And 1 watt Willie. Wait. You said 22.9. You call him what? 1 watt Willie been break.
I'm trying to see which way is my mother nature going, so I better get on out of here. Yo, Buzzard around the northwest corner and I bang.
Don't worry, man. He can't stand to hear me talking.
Hey, Buzzard, you better start learning to bank right. Hey, Buzzard, you better start learning to bank right.
He can be taking the transmission off and hear me kid. He gonna leave that transmission where it is and come out there and try to keep with me for a bit.
1 key Willie. Yeah, he didn't like you and you get your name called out there all by yourself. Ain't no doubt about that. You say you could be pulling a transmission out of a vehicle and just leave that thing hanging by one bolt or barely by the torque converter maybe and go spike that mic and put that hammer on you before he goes back and finishes that job. Sometimes, you know, if he waits long enough, you know, a little bit of vibration here and there, who knows what, the daggone transmission just might come out by itself to break.
Good morning, MotormouthMaul, 445 weather. And now, Ryan, Jack and Damn, I know that about it, man. Well, you know, that's the way it be sometimes. We got this listening skip, no doubt. All right, Jack and Damn, and I'm going to get out of the way. Good morning to you, Jack and Damn, and your Buzzard. Jack and Damn, and your Buzzard around the northwest corner. Jack and Damn, and your
410, all right, sounds good there, 549. Sure appreciate the bump down to QSO in the world of sound out here, and you keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate it, and be safe out there, and hope you figure out whatever you got going on over there on that end. And everybody else out there, 7-3s, I'm going to back on out of here, and it's about 8:12, quarter past the top of the hour over here on my neck of the woods on this 9/11 as I drop this hammer in the world of sound. Good morning there, 445 Radio Man, radio station, MotormouthMaul waving. Brian, I see you up in there, MotormouthMaul looking up around the creek. In Illinois, what's going on there? 1400, MotormouthMaul cruising them out.
Go and listen now, good day. Good day up there, Buzzard. Hey, Buzzard, good day, 445, back quiet.
That is my friend also, 445. Hey, MotormouthMaul, the big creek. So I'll see ya, bye.
Send a big click and you say 445, it's your friend too. I ain't no doubt about that. Hey, big click. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Your West Coast beast dropping the hammer from time to time. Bang.
Oh, it's right next to me. Let me look.